Hi, it's Stu here from Health by Science. I'm going to take you through how to use the Eat This Much app. So this is the main dashboard, and you can look at your meal plan in a day version or a week layout. So your calories and your macronutrients will be set by your coach. So you don't need to touch this, but if you want to edit it, just get in touch with your coach and they'll be happy to adjust it for you. As you can see, you've got your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack here. So we can personalize this to suit your needs. So if you come up to the three dots at the top and then go to edit meal layout, what we can do is we might decide actually I only want one snack, or you might decide I don't eat breakfast, and you can take that out there. If you ever change your mind, you can add those back in and then change the order of them as well. You might decide you want a snack between lunch, dinner, and then a snack after dinner. You can also here set the first day of the week, and you can also edit each individual meal. So for breakfast, for example, if you edit breakfast settings, you can decide actually I have 5 minutes or less. It needs to be super simple. I don't want to cook, and I want it to be a medium size, and you could have a huge or a tiny portion depending on your preference. Obviously, the less time things take and the more simple they are, the less options you will have, but there are still lots and lots of options to choose from. If you go to advanced, here you can also set it for more than one people. So if you're preparing for you and a partner, or for you and some children, you can select that in here and it will adjust the ingredients accordingly. Once you're happy with your meal settings and layout, apply the changes and then they will save. When you come back in, it will ask you to regenerate the week and it will align with the new settings that you have. If you decide you don't like the look of a particular meal, click on the three dots and then you can go to list alternatives, and you've got a huge number of options to choose from here. You can see recents, and you can even have collections here. So once you found one that you like the look of, you can choose that meal and it'll add it to your meal plan. Another really helpful feature of the app is if you go to preferences, scroll down until you come to leftovers. What you can do is you can enable leftovers, and then what that will do here, for example, is that when you cook dinner, it will give you enough ingredients to batch cook dinner, so that it will give you enough food for the following 2 lunches. So you'll cook 3 dinners that week, but that will also provide you with 6 lunches. This saves you time and money. You might decide you want a different variation of that. So you might say, actually, I want lunch, and I want lunch to provide me with a snack the next day. Again, it's important that you do things that fit your lifestyle. When you come back into the meal plan, you regenerate the week. You'll notice now is that the dinner cooked today will also provide lunch for the following 2 days. Once you're happy with your meal plan, you can then go to groceries, and you've got a full list of your ingredients here, and you can just tick them off as you go along. You can also click the 3 dots and you can share the PDF with your partner or your coach. And if you want to, you can also include the meal plans as well, and you're good to go. If there are particular foods or meals that you like the look of, you can search for them in here. So if you particularly fancy salmon, for example, you'll see all of the salmon dishes here, and then you can add them either to your meal plan, or you might just add them to your collection. If there's a particular one that you really like the look of, you can also add the meal as recurring, set the meal, and you say I want it often. A really good tip when using Eat This Much is to find 3 breakfasts, 3 lunches, and 3 dinners, 3 snacks that you really like and you don't mind eating every other week. Once you have those meals in your meal plan here, what you can do is you can copy that day and you can apply it to other days. That will then mean that you have less recipes to think about, and it will save you money in terms of buying your ingredients. So that's all the main key features for Eat This Much. But if you have any questions, then just get in touch with your coach and they can help you answer any questions that you might have.